here we are, part 2 at Industry Day at the range. Of course, had to get some fuel, refuel, rewarm because it is brisk out here, and we're gonna hit this hard for part 2. Of course, there's many other companies that we haven't seen yet, many other companies that we need to come back to, get the gist of, all that jazz, but we're bringing it here for you, of course. Guys, stay tuned with us, and of course, again, make sure you tune into our SHOT Show coverage tomorrow, actually starting day 1 on the SHOT Show floor. So stay tuned with us, and we're out here freezing for you. Later. All right, and of course we have to continue our range day coverage here at Kel-Tec, and I'm sitting here with the homie Hammer. First of all, as you can see, name matches the beard. He's that elegant. I love it. And brother, tell us what Kel-Tec has going on new for this year.
So the elephant in the room's been our new PR57, or PR57, I should say. So it is the slimmest, lightest 5.7 pistol on the market right now. It comes in at 13.86 ounces, less than an inch wide, super minimalistic design. We designed this thing to be like one of the ultimate carry pistols. We didn't really want to have controls or anything like that, nothing for anyone to fumble if they ever need to use it, but as you are well aware, wrong pocket, it is top loading, uses stripper clips, or you can hand punch it like an AR mag as well.
Okay.
So, holds 21 rounds in the grip, so you get a lot of function, a lot of capacity, a lot of firepower, and in such a small package.
I love it. You say, no, none of this fumbling around with all this crazy stuff. It's just, you get to it and
it's very purpose-built for carrying. Like I said, we went back to the double action trigger on this, so we have no external safeties.
Okay.
There's no mag release because you're all using the stripper clip. So it's really a nice point and shoot, super accurate in the 5.7 cartridge.
All right. Let's give it a roll, man. Let's try it out.
So whenever you're loading it, it has this little cutout right here on the clip.
Okay.
That will rock right here into the breech. Then you can see it holds in just like that. Take your plunger and just push in. You got 10 rounds in just like that. Drop your slide, and you're good to go.
Wow, let's check this out, man.
That's surprisingly I was expecting it to kick us, especially how light you're going.
Okay, first of all, 5.7, phenomenal round, man. Phenomenal round, and I don't really feel anything going on in my hand. Like, I'm not fighting it.
Super light, as far as super low recoil, I should say. The camming system on the barrel kind of helps with that. So as it rotates and locks back, you get a lot of negligible recoil. It's not bad at all, and it also helps, like I said, cut down on the weight with that as well. So.
Right. And again, 21 round capacity.
Yep.
Guys, this is packing a punch. I mean, it's small, concealed carry option. 5.7, a great round, especially for penetrating body armor, if you have that problem. But for sure, this is pretty dope, man.
And you can see on the table over there, it does come in an optics-ready package, and it is in the RMSC footprint right now. I'm sure we'll have others to come too.
That's awesome, man. They've got every flavor for you. So if you're rocking a dot, you can do it. If you traditional iron sights, they've got you covered. And again, 21 rounds on tap. Can't beat that, right? Awesome, brother. That's awesome, man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. And again, continuing with our Industry Day coverage, we're over here at Carbon Research, and I got Chris with me. First of all, brother, thank you for having us, man. And I see some neat things, carbon fiber suppressors. You've tickled my fancy, bro. Take it away.
Right on. Well, what we got here this year is our new CR45. It's 45 caliber, right up to 458 SOCOM.
Okay.
This is our heavier duty version. This weighs 9 ounces. We'll have a 7-ounce version coming out for the Pistolis soon. And basically, it's a 1/2-inch bore diameter, true carbon fiber baffles. It's all titanium and carbon fiber. Like I said, this one weighs in at 9 ounces.
Wow.
And I'm going to go ahead and let you shoot it.
Absolutely.
And see what's going on. When we're done, I want you to go ahead and grab this and see how hot that gets.
Okay.
You need to take one of your gloves off.
Oh, okay.
How you doing? Let's see. I'm going to let you do both of those mags, too,
Okay.
so you can really try to get some heat from that thing.
All right, we're going to check this out, man. Carbon fiber. So I've never really thought about that in a can, at least. Carbon fiber baffles, you said.
True carbon fiber baffle system, yes.
Wow, okay.
Not a wrap.
Okay. Let's give it a whirl.
Do another mag.
Okay.
That was like a load that up.
Appreciate you.
It's clicking.
This one?
Yeah. You can get like 1 pound. It's almost like
I'm not feeling any heat. Really anything. That is crazy interesting. Now you mentioned talk about feeling some heat, right? Like I didn't feel a thing.
Put that on your neck.
That's
No heat. So that's carbon fiber is an insulator.
okay.
So if you think about carbon fiber, it rejects heat.
Right.
Metal absorbs heat. So carbon fiber, it will get hot eventually, but it takes a lot longer for it. In the low mass, it doesn't absorb the energy as well. Wow. The carbon fiber baffle system, the acoustics are different than the metal. So you're getting a different vibration. So that tone you're hearing is a little different.
Right.
Yeah. And another plus is carbon doesn't stick to carbon, so the cleaning process on this is mainly just clean the metal component in the front and the tips in the center.
Okay. What's the blast baffle made out of?
Carbon fiber.
Wow. So okay, 100%. Wow.
Yeah. We have a small chamber here that is a titanium connection.
Okay.
And then after that, everything is carbon fiber. And I have one cut in half over here if you'd like to see.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. Definitely.
But you can see these are carbon fiber. It's Kevlar reinforced with titanium armored tips. Now this has got over 8,000 rounds through it. It has not been cleaned. I have run brushes through the center, but that is it. Yeah.
So on the material science, how do you maintain concentricity like through the process?
Well, it took 7 years to develop before we sold our first one. So I've got about 2,000 ways on how not to make a carbon fiber suppressor. As far as the process goes, we have 2 patents on it.
Okay.
And it's it's a work of art. It took some time to do it. There was a lot of passion and love that went into this.
Absolutely. You said the 45 is 9 ounces?
9 ounces, that's correct. What you're holding there, this are 9mm, this weighs 6 ounces when it's in its full configuration. Right now it probably weighs 4.
Yeah, a cut in half, right? Absolutely.
You can shoot through 9 as well.
Absolutely.
Like, you just kind of see the difference in the acoustics.
Yeah, let's. Bro, it is like so faint.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Wow. I mean, first of all, the Scorpion, it being lightweight is in a sense, and then this is just not even really adding anything to it. And like you said, cool to the touch. I mean, are these full auto rated?
Yes, sir, they are. Yes, they are. 9, 22, they're black out, all full auto rated. In fact, we do demonstrations. The first year we were here, we had our MP5 out, and we were running full auto, and they thought the flags were waving in the wind,
Right.
because of the sound, and they let us do it for like half the day. Then they realized we were shooting full auto, and they made us stop. All full auto. You go on our website, we have there's demos on there to show that full auto capabilities.
I'm flying the flag, aren't I?
Yeah, that's your.
You can do 90 rounds, 3 magazine dumps, and hold the suppressor by its hand. Hold the weapon by the suppressor.
There's not many times I've ever been like flabbergasted, but like that's.
It's the new technology, man. It's carbon fiber being put where it can be used best. And being introduced to the gun world, that's I'm glad people are accepting it, a little bit more every year. So
Absolutely.
you're starting to see a lot more carbon fiber furniture and things coming out. So
Okay.
yeah, let me get you some more rounds on that so you can heat that up.
Oh, okay.
Welcome being left-handed, bitch. This is where I make a wrong-handed joke, but you mean a correct-handed? I'm stuck with 2 of them. Well, so my husband is left-handed.
I know this probably looks weird on camera, but
It's got all avenues covered. It's got that one right there.
I just shot hella rounds and I laid this thing next to my cheek and it's not even really warm. That's some crazy stuff. And full auto rated. Open hub in the back.
Hey, standard hub, finish seal, yep. Put on any testing you want before you use ours.
You're on safe, just give that a flick forward.
Guys, come check out Carbon Research.
Don't flip.
We definitely need to get these on the channel and really put them on some stuff. Guys, I have to say this was pretty eye-opening for sure. I'm just gonna sit there and be honest with you. Again, it's very rare that something like literally makes me catch my breath, but there you go. This is awesome. Chris, appreciate you, brother. Absolutely.
All right, guys, here we are at Aimpoint. I've got Jonas with me here. Jonas, you got something new and cool. Tell us all about it, man.
Thank you so much and welcome.
Thank you.
We're very, very excited here to show you the new ACAT and the COA system. This is the new sight. It's only 1.7 Oz. We have 40,000 rounds on it, and it's still submersible after 40,000 rounds down to 80 feet. It's 25% perceived larger aperture on this one compared to the Acro, because we don't have an inner tube. What we did here is that we wanted to have it in one piece, and we looked that we want to have a perfect shooting experience. Doing so, we wanted the same index as iron sights. So we wanted to get it really low. With that, we had to look at the different mounting solutions, and we could see that there is a lot of problems on the market, shearing off screws and all of that. So we could see the engineers on Aimpoint looked at it, and we could see that if we are having a contact surface here, and all the way over here, it actually locks like a downhill boot. It goes in like that, and then we just put a wedge in the rear. So we have a wedge here, and then we use a M3.5 screw, 2 pieces with a thread locker, and then it goes further and down. With that, it's totally locked in all different angles.
That is so cool. So what about the rear sight, though? Where would the rear sight be?
The rear sight is the wedge itself. So you actually have the wedge in the rear sight. And the only difference between we have the same interface on the slimline pistol and on the standard frame pistol. So that is a key here, that we are using the same interface on both systems.
Yeah.
The only difference is the wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so cool, guys, and that's the reason I asked about the whole rear sight. Look at this thing. This thing is the screw that you just screwed in, and it's your rear sight. And keeps your optic in place and still gives you that rear sight, which is super, super cool. And so I want to ask you this question. There's a lot of cuts out there, you know, a bunch of different optics. You guys obviously got your Acro cut. Why add another cut to the whole market?
So the Acro cut is, if you ask me, is very, very good. One of the absolute best on the market. But this is superior because we get a lower mount on with it. So here we actually put it in. There's no shearing of the screws, and it's a better shooting experience for the end user. And we will hand it out for free to the market, to the community, after the exclusivity with the Glock expires, like the M-Lock system.
I see. So if they contact you, they can get this for free, basically.
January 2026, and going further, we under certain criteria. For example, the ACAT interface is perfect, but you have to use the right screws. So there's some quality things you need to do and fulfill, and then we're good to go.
Gotcha. Super, super curious about that. I'm going to test it out for myself. And you guys got a little collab with Glock, right?
Yeah.
What's that about?
So we reached out to them saying that, we know that they had a lot of slimline guns, Glock 43, 48, and we want to make the best shooting experience possible with a rugged product, full and closed emitter. And they were interested, so we started a collaboration together. And pretty soon we could see that we could use the same sight both on the slimline and on the standard frame pistol. And we have tested, verified together for I mean, it's soon 4 years, and now we have a perfect system, so to say, because it's actually all about the interface with the sight and the gun. So the system together is a very good product.
Yeah, Jonas, super excited for this. Can I actually shoot the gun with the system?
Absolutely. We have here we have a Glock 48, we have a Glock 45, 43, 19 and 47.
Gotcha. That is awesome. All right, well, let's get to shooting then.
So what I could add here, we have plus and minus. You push plus and you start on settings number 8 out of 12. The first 4 are NVD settings, and then you have 8 daylight settings. If it's 50,000 hours, so 5 years constant on, here is a battery tray that goes in and out, and it's a CR2032 battery. On this side, if you plus and minus, if you push plus twice, then it goes up. You leave it for 4 seconds, it is locks. If you want to change the intensity, you have to push it minus or plus once to open it up, and then you can go up and down. You leave it and it locks again, because this is made Index 1 concealed carry.
Dude, that is actually really good. A button actually, it locks automatically, and you gotta press the button to unlock it and then adjust it, which is very, very cool. I love it. All right, well, let me give it a try.
Please
See
do.
how this is. Yep.
We're going to go to New Hampshire, or we're going to move down south. We just figured out where the gun is up.
If you want to move to the state with the best gun laws, you can.
Yeah.
If you want to have weather and other
Really nice.
Yeah, I like it up there. I think it's not any colder than where I live in Connecticut. In my opinion. Unless, you go way up. But
This is actually good.
Maine is cold.
Yeah, I'm really Manchester.
See, that's great.
Well, I'll get in touch with you
Yeah,
if I have
please
any other questions.
Yeah.
This is really cool, man. This actually, the window is wider, you said, right? 25%?
If you take it up here and you compare it with a Koa and the Acro, 25% perceived larger aperture, because here on the Acro we have an inner tube, so we are moving around the whole inner tube like that. That's why we need this frame. Here we're actually moving the diode very, very precise in the rear instead, so it's 25% perceived larger aperture. The lens itself is the same size, but it's so much less things in the way. The shooting experience with the Koa is what we focused on.
Dude, this is actually very, very good. Like, when I grab this thing right off the gate, I'm able to see that very clearly. The glass is really good. The window is perfect. Like, I don't want anything bigger because it's my concealed carry gun, right?
This is we did it for the concealed carry and focused on that. It's a little bit wider, just it's like the grip.
Yeah.
But to conceal it's perfect. But actually, it works perfect on both platforms. So it's one sight for both platforms.
Can I shoot that one too? Just to see. Let me try this one real quick. Thank you.
Yep, I just had the instructor class last summer.
Yeah.
Huge.
I've been shooting. Listen, I started in 1988 with a Model 64. That was like duty weapon.
Oh, really?
So I eventually moved up. But this is to me the threat focused on these things.
This is really good, dude. Really, really good. Well, Jonas, thanks a lot. I'll see you guys at the booth. Guys, definitely check out Aimpoint. Really appreciate your time, man.
Most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for testing it out.
All right, guys. So I don't normally just use a product over here and then later on the side give afterthoughts, right? We just generally end it at the booth. But I got to talk about the Aimpoint. That new product, that A-cut thing. The A-cut thing in itself is very good, but I want to talk about that Koa with the optic itself. In my personal opinion, based on what I just experienced over there, the looks of it, the balance of it, the controls, the glass clarity, the diameter of the glass, in my opinion, right now it's the best closed emitter optic. I sincerely felt that right off the gate. Normally, you'd want to test it, do more stuff with it. This thing, they found that sweet spot. So kudos to Aimpoint. I look forward to trying out more. I'll definitely go ahead and buy a couple of those for me to try at the office. But I really, really think that Kowa is the best closed emitter optic right now. That's it. Final thoughts. Now I want some lunch.
Hey guys, we're going to take a moment to interrupt this content to bring you a word from the sponsor of this video, Sonoran Desert Institute. Now, of everyone at Classic, I've probably built the most guns myself, and I know a lot of you guys out there like to work on and repair your guns at home as well. If you're looking for a way to take that hobby to the next level, Sonoran Desert Institute could help. The online courses at SDI cover a broad range of topics, including armor certification, gunsmithing, ballistics, woodworking and gun finishes, sport shooting management, and more. They even send tools and materials directly to your home so you can get hands-on training while you're covering this coursework. So if you're looking for a way to get an education that you could actually apply to your job or start a new career, definitely contact SDI at 480-999-4767 or visit sdi.edu.
Of course, we're over here at PTR Industries, right? Of course, synonymous with, like, you know, MP5 variants.
Yeah, roller delay guns is how we like to put it, right? So we maybe don't get sued, but you know, you can call it whatever you want, you know, but we call them roller delay guns around here, so
there
yeah.
You go. But not only that, for your industry-leading sound suppression.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, 3D printed stuff. We've got some in-house, and I know the Vent 3 is one of my favorites.
Okay.
But I see you got something, well, I saw it. But
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, so this is our new 5.56 suppressor, right? So fundamentally very different than the Vent 3, but the performance is still pretty much on par, right? So we shortened it down. So now we're down to 6 inches on this one, right?
Okay.
We switched from titanium to Inconel for increased durability. You know, a lot of people were asking for that and clamoring for it. I'm sure somewhere down the line a titanium version will be coming as well, but for now, for the initial offering, it's going to be an Inconel, right? So it's going to be a workhorse. You're going to be able to beat the heck out of it and probably, you know, not do any damage to it, kind of thing.
Right.
It continues to be a super low back pressure system, just like all the other ones are, without sacrificing our muzzle suppression, right? Using our PIP technology, right? That's our metal lattice foam structure. So it's got all those good kind of things going for it. And really, it's just it's a shortened version. So because a lot of people were saying, you know, I really like the Vent 3, but I wish there was a shorter version of it. So that's exactly what this is. Yeah, I wouldn't quite call this a K. This is right between kind of full size and K, right? K, for most people at least, you know, and it varies who you talk to, they kind of start off the K at like 5.5 inches, right? So for that, you know, again, be patient, just give us a little bit more time. A K version will come, I promise you, but for now, you know, this is kind of where we're heading towards.
And what are we talking about for weight-wise?
So it's about 15 ounces.
Okay.
So, you know, in terms of Inconel, I think it's really on par with the other stuff that's out there, even maybe a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Obviously heavier than titanium, but, you know, if you want that increased durability of the Inconel material, then you have no choice but to have it weigh a little bit more,
Absolutely.
right?
Of course. Open hub design, so you can put anything that you
Hub in
want
the back, pretty generous blast chamber, so most people's aftermarket stuff are going to fit inside without any issue.
Do you guys ever plan to make your own, like, muzzle devices, or?
I mean, it's in the works, but there's only so many hours in the day, right? So I would like to, and I do think that will be an option in the near future. And it might even be kind of one of those things where we collaborate with someone like a Reardon or something like that, who really have a lot of skin in the game and have a lot of knowledge in that area that I might not necessarily have.
Right.
And if we could work with them and kind of design something that I thought worked well with the internal geometries that I'm putting into these cans, I think that would make a lot of sense.
Okay. Now, you guys have a cutaway of this?
I don't. I mean, my philosophy is, right, if for like the common people, it would be cool for them to see a cutaway, but for the other industry people who may want to see what's internally, they can go out and they can buy one and cut it themselves, you know what I mean? Like, there's no free lunch here, basically. So if you guys want to know what's inside of this, go buy one and cut one. That's what it is. Yeah.
Challenge to you, OCL. All right, I feel like we should shoot. Can we shoot?
Absolutely, man.
Let's do it.
All right, perfect. All right, man. So on the PTR 63, it works pretty similar to a PTR 91, right? But there's a couple of differences. So number one, you still have your charging handle up here. You still lock it, and you still do the slap on your initial magazine, okay?
Okay.
After that first magazine, because you do have last round both hold open, you can ignore this completely after the first mag, do your mag change, and then all you got to do is push on your bag catch, and you're good to go again. Make sense?
Okay, yeah. Let's give it a shot.
That'll be a first.
That's absolutely sweet, man. I mean, that solves a problem for sure. Last round bolt open is definitely a dream on that for sure.
It's nice, you know. It's there's definitely a learning curve that I would associate with this, right? Because you kind of have to hybridize the world between a roller delay and let's call it an AR-15, right? So, but I think really honestly, after like 3 or 4 mags, you'll get the cadence down and it becomes pretty natural at that point. And you know, what'd you think about the recoil, basically, or lack thereof, really?
I mean, for sure.
Yeah, it's an absolutely amazingly soft shooting gun. The can is obviously contributing to that massively, but just in a roundabout way, like you can't really beat roller delay in terms of recoil. So
super soft, super forgiving, and that system. I mean, if you really think about it, you're only using that charging handle just to start it off. After that, you're good to go. So, is there a learning curve?
I think people will be a little bit confused at first. I've seen a lot of people come up and in their secondary mag, when it's locked open like this, they try and do that, right? And so it's just, you know, if you have the manual of arms of an AR-15 down already, then it'll probably be pretty natural for you just to instantaneously drop it like that. But for other people, it may take a little bit of time. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's fairly straightforward, so I don't think it's a big deal.
Understandable, brother. And again, the can definitely shine. And guys, PTR Industries, of course, you know that we love them. We love their roller delay goodness, per se, because we want to stop from, you know, ever getting sued. So there is that. But for sure, Mike, man, brother, appreciate you so much. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, guys, here we are at CZ. I got Lucas here with me. Lucas, you guys got something new over here. Everybody knows the CZ Shadow 2, but they've got something even better now. So tell us about the other CZ Shadow 2.
Yeah, so for this year, we've got new CZ Shadow 2 target. Basically, it's again Shadow 2, but this time it is specifically designed for bullseye disciplines. So the original Shadow 2, which we've got here, is a single action, double action pistol made for IPSC or USPSA dynamic shooting disciplines. Now the Shadow 2 target, it comes in 2 different lengths of the barrel. This is 5-inch model, which is the same like the original Shadow 2, but also we've got 6-inch version that is on the other side of the table. What makes this gun special that it has fully adjustable trigger. It is single action only. You can adjust the position of the trigger shoe, pre-travel, over travel, and also the trigger weight itself. It has fully adjustable sights. It has new G10 grips, new serrations on the front and rear of the grip, new double undercut, and most importantly, this new interface for mounting additional weights. So in these bullseye disciplines, then what is this gun designed for? Many people can or like to use weights to change the balance of the gun. Yeah. That you might also know that the Shadow 2 comes with standard and orange model. The Shadow 2 target is basically fit the same way like the orange models. It's very nicely hand-fitted pistol with very smooth trigger and action itself.
Yeah, very good. Wow, this is very promising. Can I shoot this thing? Try it out? All right, let me give this one a try. Shadow 2 target, 5-inch model. Wow, this looks really, really freaking cool. All right, this trigger, here we go, I'll hand it to you. This trigger is so incredible. I mean, so incredible. Every time the gun went off, I almost got surprised. Like, what's the weight? Do you know the weight?
Yeah, so it's adjustable, like, I don't know, pounds, but because I come from Europe, but it's adjustable like from like 600 grams to like 2 kilograms.
Okay, 600 grams means if the wind blows, it'll go off. Like, it is that good. This is, I don't know, like feels like 2 pounds, like 2.5 pounds. Incredible, but not just the weight. It is also very smooth, like incredible. Wow, you guys absolutely nailed it. And how far is that target? 75, 100 yards?
Yeah. So this one is 50, and that was like 75-ish or 100, almost 100 yards.
Yeah.
The one on the right, and all the way back there's are 200 yards.
200 yards, so almost near, pretty close, like 75, 80 yards. I was just shooting this thing, and I was hitting a lot of my shots, so incredible. Wow, you guys did a great job. Lucas, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Welcome. Thank you.
Of course, we could not go any further without stopping at the B&T booth. And Chris, first of all, thank you for having us over here, brother.
Thank you for coming by.
We love your stuff. And I mean, I recently just got back from Switzerland, but like that was for other work. But obviously, we're here now, man. So talk to us about what you got special going on.
Yeah, man. So we've got a new assault rifle called an SPC 223. So it is B&T's take on a modernized AR-15.
Okay.
So it's a short-stroke gas piston system, multiple position gas block. It's built from the ground up to be suppressed, fully ambidextrous, and it has a big hydraulic buffer system big hydraulic buffer system.
Yeah.
And that gun hardly moves at all when you shoot it. Really mitigates the recoil. And we've got a new hybrid suppressor that we'll shoot on it as well. And the gun's just amazing. Think about like a HK416 with all the benefits and none of the drawbacks.
Love that already, for sure. I mean, just saying. And of course, synonymous with the B&T name, just for what it is. You guys make quality stuff through and through, and I feel like we just need to get rounds on it.
I think we should go do that.
Let's do it. SPC 223 is out, bro. So first of all, again, the styling on these is just amazing. I mean, it looks really awesome. It's not heavy at all.
You've got a cutout here for your gas block. You use a cartridge head to adjust that.
Right.
And then you've got all your wear points on the upper are all replaceable.
Okay.
So completely ambidextrous. Charging handle in the rear. The 9mm version has it in the front.
Okay.
But it's an AR-15. It's just very, very light recoiling.
Okay. Let's give it a run.
Subsonic. The bullet doesn't break the sound barrier, so you don't get that subsonic crack. Really quiet.
Zero gas to the face at all, and like the recoil impulse is very predictable. It's not, I'm not saying it's straight, I'm not saying it's straight to me, but it's like it's just right there and I can feel it. It's just like this little nudge or thud to me. So I'm not fighting it at all.
It's easy to stay right on target.
Yes, absolutely.
You still are going to get recoil, but your sight isn't really moving around.
Right.
It's repeatable.
Right. And when I say like bouncing around, folks, I'm talking about if you're looking through the glass, normally your dot goes up and down, right? You get that. I'm noticing that it's jumping like half a notion. So like that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Yes. 100%.
You got to shoot another mag through it.
Oh, absolutely. Again, super soft, super repeatable, and zero gas to the face. I mean, this can might have something to do with it, right? Just saying.
You shoot it well. Shoot it well.
Thank you. But yeah, man, this is awesome, guys. Of course, B&T strikes gold again in this area. Again, SPC 223, along with all of their other SPC lines, SPC 9, APC 9 Pro, my personal favorite, contract gun, in case you guys don't know, and APC 223, which is a vibe. That's to me. With the retractable stock, it's a vibe for sure. And also all of their other furniture. If you have an MP5 or an MP5 variant and you don't put their stock on it, you're wild. I'm just saying, 100%. It is a complete vibe. But guys, of course, hold on, Chris, brother,
Man, thank you so much.
appreciate you. And of course, check out our continuous coverage of Range Day, Industry Range Day, and then SHOT Show coverage day one. We got to come see this guy in the booth because obviously it's a little cold out here. We need to talk about those cans a little bit more.
We got a lot to show you.
Right?
A lot to show you.
Stay tuned, folks.
Guys, here we are at HUXWRX. I got Andrew here. Andrew, you got a couple of cans in your hand. Tell us about it, man.
Yeah, so these are our two new suppressors for SHOT Show 2025. This is our Flow Range 36 Ti, and this is our Flow 9K Ti. So both of these cans are 3D printed, full auto rated, no barrel length restrictions, and they're printed in titanium. So with the Flow Range 36 Ti, this is something our product line has been missing, is a multi-cal can that will work with rifle and pistol calibers. So it comes out of the box with our hub mount for our mounting systems. You can also take this back end off and you can put a piston mount on there if you wanted to shoot it on a pistol. So this can, you can shoot 338 and down on it. This is our new Flow 9K Ti. This one comes out of the box with a 1/2x28 piston in it, full auto rated, like I said, no barrel length restrictions. You can also shoot super and subsonic 300 blackout out of it, so that's kind of cool.
Cool, awesome. So technology-wise, you guys got obviously your flow-through technology in this thing?
Yeah, so both of these are flow-through suppressors, so the gases are pushed out of the front. And it's also really nice on like a PCC gun because you're not getting that unburnt powder in the face.
Gotcha. And these are available for consumers now?
Yeah, so these were just released today, and they'll be hitting dealers in the next couple weeks.
Perfect. And lastly, can I shoot them?
Of course.
Let's do it.
This is the Flow 9K Ti on a Glock.
All right, let's give it a try. Looks pretty cool. I like the FDE. All right, can I? There you go. Dude, I forgot how heavy that trigger was. I just shot the CZ. That's so light.
Because we've been using it for the past 3 events. Yeah.
Little magazine issue. Yeah,
I think that gun's dirty.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, dude? It's so sandy here too.
Yeah.
Let's do something else.
All right, so that's the Flow 9K on a PCC gun.
This is the Flow 9K.
I hate that apple.
That's pretty cool. And Andrew, what is this one?
This is the Flow Range 36 Ti in 38 Special.
Perfect. That's a lot of fun. This is quiet.
It's pretty quiet, and the can only weighs 12 ounces set up the way that it is, so it's super light on the front of the gun.
Yeah, it's very well balanced too. This is really, really cool. Awesome. Hey man, you got anything else or no?
Yeah, I got a Range 36 on a pistol also.
I'd love to see it, yeah. All right, let's give this one a try. This is very, very quiet, dude. That is awesome, man. Thanks a lot, and I'll be obviously seeing you guys at the booth too. Yep. Really cool to see HUXWRX just came out with some new stuff, so we'll have to play with them. Awesome. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, and guys, continuing with our Industry Day coverage, I'm here with Paul, president of OA Defense. Appreciate you for having us, brother. And of course, everything that you guys have, the
2311 Elite.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the brand new John. So of course you need to give us a rundown.
Okay, so the 2311's been out for several years now, right? It is a
1911 stylish frame, right? We run off of 320 magazines. We're fully ambidextrous. And it was time to step it up. The market said, hey, we're ready for the metal grip, we're ready for the big frame. So we brought that in. It was a worker. We went through several models to get to the one we have now, and we really like it. It's aggressive.
Now, that's one thing that you guys have bridged the gap in, right? You had this like new category going for, of course, magazines that it takes. I mean, that was it right there. That was a game changer for us. So I definitely want to get some hands-on with that. And of course, we at the studio probably need to get a couple in house. I'm just saying. So,
I know a guy.
Okay.
I know a guy.
Okay.
We probably work something out.
Maybe you can just put in a good word.
And we with Magpul announced just the other day, so we've changed our magazines. Now everything's gonna start coming out with Magpul mags. The Elite will come with 3 21-round mags and then 2 of the 17-round magazines.
Wow, that's a really awesome package.
Yeah, man. When you start coupling in the optics package, financially it's the best deal out there. Quality, it's the best deal out there.
All right. Well, I feel like we should stop talking and just go get some.
Yeah, let's go get it. Come on.
Let's go. All right, and here we go. The Elite model. I mean, obviously, I have to hold this and show this to you. They don't just call it Elite because of looks or vibes, but you can see this thing. It's absolutely amazing. Feels good in hand, and of course, now I've got to run it. So, yeah. The return to zero on this is so quick, you won't even notice it. This is...
I told you. Quality over everything.
I believe it. I believe it. I mean, first of all, this optic is great. And of course, the optic cuts that come out with this are plate system, right?
So it's a plate system. It comes with the big 4 right out of the bag, and then the 5 magazines. So any shooter is ready to go.
5 mags, optics, plates galore. I mean, now partnered up with Magpul. I mean, yeah, like why would anybody get anything else?
They wouldn't.
Guys, you guys have got to check out this OA 2311. This thing is absolutely amazing. And again, not heavy at all. Not heavy at all. Guys, absolutely amazing. Woo! Here we are. I was out of words, but.
So when we come into this grip module, right, on the Elite platform, you see the small screw set right here? We have interchangeable thumb rests, right? So you can go bigger, smaller, or you can just blank it out completely. It's a fully shooter's choice pistol on the grip.
Wow. Customizable. Again, 5 mags, optic plates for days. You can tune the side ledge. I mean, y'all have really thought about it all, brother. I love it.
We're here for the shooter, right? We're here for the shooter.
We love it. And they love it too. And guys, continue to obviously check out our coverage. Appreciate you to OA Defense.
Thank you.
Well, pleasure. And here we are continuing our Industry Day range coverage, and we are at the Olympus Arms booth with Skylar. First of all, thank you for having us. I mean, hey, I had to come down because this thing's really awesome. I had to come look at it. So, of course, I'm not too familiar with you guys, but you got to just give us the whole rundown.
The whole rundown? Yeah. All right, so this is our RB10 Vulcan. Okay. It's chambered in 308. It's a hybrid long recoil system. So when you go to pull the trigger, the barrel and the bolt cycle the full length of the action into the receiver, and then go back forward to the starting position.
Oh wow! Okay. So that's cool. So I mean, we're shooting this. It's a 308 or?
Yeah. So we can chamber it in 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 277 Fury, and 375 Raptor right now.
Okay. So obviously, if it's moving back and going with the recoil system, do you guys have adjustable gas or anything like that?
It's a mechanically powered recoil system, so there's absolutely no gas involved.
Okay. I'm very intrigued now. So realistically, it kind of moves like a Barrett, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
For the folks at home?
A little bit. I can't speak to it, to the Barrett system, but
All right. Well, I mean, I guess the only way to really get to know it is to shoot it. So, all right, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is also an ambidextrous rifle.
Okay.
You have an ambidextrous charging handle and ambidextrous bolt catch, so it works for both right-handed and left-handed shooters.
For all 9 left-handed folks. No, I'm kidding. There's many more than that, but we get it.
The less than 1%.
Right. There you go. All right, let's give it a whirl. Let me go ahead and use the ambi for those.
Yeah, pull this guy back towards you. There you go.
Okay. All right.
All right, what do you think?
I need another magazine. I've got a question. I've got
All right.
this. I get this chugga. Okay, chugga. Okay, so I'm like, okay, not a traditional gas gun. So I'm trying to get used to the recoil impulse. So give me. Hold on, one second. I'm gonna show you inside. That's really cool. Yeah. It's a different recoil impulse for sure, and for the folks at home, it is very reminiscent to Ryan. What was that one? An M82. It does resemble that for sure. It's a vibe. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it for sure.
Good.
Absolutely. So first of all, I appreciate it. Is this available now?
Yeah, so it MSRPs for a range of $6,650 to $7,100 depending on the configuration.
Oh, wow. So yeah. Guys, available now. You guys have to look into this because this is a different vibe. But I'm feeling it for sure. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
All right, here we are at Culper Precision with Brandon. Brandon, you got something. Is that a toy? What is that thing?
This is an actual Glock 19 that we got some international infamy, I would say, over this pistol. But we call this the Block 19, and you might remember from a few years ago there was a little bit of hubbub about this, and we brought this here to just kind of talk about where we've been and the history of our company, and like our focus on aesthetic beauty and aesthetic design, right? And then kind of show the progression from aesthetic beauty, aesthetic design to aesthetic beauty meets engineering to a very serious internally.
I want to see those.
Yeah, a very seriously internally engineered workhorse or sleeper rather, right? So like something that looks like everything else, but the reason that we're here is because usually we find that putting one of these rifles in the customer's hands and having them shoot that, then they understand like, oh, there is some serious value here once they feel what we call recoil quality that we're tuning into these.
That is really cool. Now this, I heard you can actually put some Legos on top of this thing and it actually is functional, right?
Oh yeah. It would be useless if you couldn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, this is an inert, non-functioning gun right here.
Correct.
At this point. But let's talk about a couple minutes on the serious stuff that you have.
Yeah, for sure. So we're here to showcase the DMSR, the Designated Marksman Suppressed Rifle. This is a direct impingement, dedicated suppressed platform that we've been building now for about a year and a half. For the past 9 years, we've been really focused on law enforcement. So working with a lot of SWAT teams, a lot of departments, a lot of special forces operators, and competitive shooters. And basically, we all kind of want the same 4 or 5 things out of a rifle, right? We want to mitigate the recoil. We definitely don't want to be eating gas when we're shooting suppressed. and we want something that is accurate and can do all the jobs that you want from a platform like this, right? And so from the outside, it looks like a very, standard rifle, right? We're a very small, bespoke, custom manufacturer out of Utah, but what really separates this and what makes it special is the tuning strategies that we're employing to make this thing run the way that it does. And that's what you're about to see on the firing line up here, is we're tuning for, number one, recoil quality. So a rifle should have a recoil impulse that's straight back, and then it should be immediately back onto natural point of aim, right? And so you'll notice that as you're over here doing rapid multi-round engagements, you're able to get back onto target, your split times are gonna be shorter, and your accuracy and your percentage of A-zone engagement is gonna go up, right, as a result of that. The other thing is, so basically we looked at the technical data package and took our experience of building precision bolt action rifles and identified a couple of areas where we could really tighten tolerances, right? So we're press fitting all the barrels. It's an upper and lower is a matched set. But then beyond that is our tuning strategies. And so these are all tuned to be right in the, you have this concept called operational window. And this is, you want it right in the middle of the operational window, right? So these are all tuned to run right in the middle. If you're running like a Dead Air or a HUXWRX or a Silencer Co. or a Griffin, something like a suppressor like that, then this is just out of the box, directly tuned for those cans. Because usually you buy a rifle, you buy a can, and then you deal with the process of suppressing it, and then you deal with eating gas and all the other things that come with it, right?
Well, you got me excited now. I want to try this thing out, see how this thing feels. Is that okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, great. Not yet. Right now, we're doing everything
Man, this thing shoots soft.
Yeah.
This actually does shoot very, 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 very soft. So there you go. I'm gonna hand this over to you. And guys, thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
guys, check out Culper Precision. Check these guys out for sure. All right, guys, we've come to the end of another industry day here at SHOT Show 2025. I'm tired, but man, this was a good day.
Tired, cold, lips are definitely chapped and beaten from being out here, but we've done this for you, America.
For you guys, absolutely froze here, freaking sand in our mouth. It's been brutal here, but it was a lot of fun. Nice time to get back to the hotel, clean up a little bit. We got Gundies tonight.
Yeah, because you're nominated for Most Dapper.
That's correct.
And we're nominated for Reviewer of the Year.
That's right. Exactly.
So we win twice.
Hopefully. And then we're going to hit the SHOT Show floor and get some more content for you guys. So stay tuned, guys. With that being said, I'm signing out.
We're out of here.
Later.